Hello, Julie Chance with Action Strategies by Design, and this is Teambuilder Tips Tuesday. This week's tip, find something to subtract. Last week, I talked about the importance of weaving white space into our lives and the lives of our teams. One way to do this is by systematically subtracting something. But it seems our default as humans is to add. We throw more money and more people at problems. Organizations add rules, policies, and procedures without ever deleting any outdated or unnecessary ones. Companies add more products or services than they eliminate. And if you're like me, you add more clothes to your closet each year than you remove. The authors of the article in Harvard Business Review called "When Subtraction Adds Value" conclude that subtraction has a noticeability problem. It's easy to see the results of additive behavior. However, evidence of subtraction is marked only by the absence of something. Those responsible for subtracting don't ever receive credit for their actions. Even more troubling, there's nothing to remind others of the value of subtraction. Yet subtraction often leads to innovation, growth, and greater success. I was talking recently with the executive director of a not-for-profit where I volunteer. In 2013, the board made the painful but well-thought-out decision to close what had been the core program for the agency. The executive director reflected on how she's still amazed at the energy that decision released and the growth that the released energy has led to. The annual budget has more than doubled, and the increase in people served has been exponential. Yet those not involved with the organization in 2013 probably don't understand how the decision to close that program led to the success the agency is experiencing today. Many probably don't even know that the program ever existed. What they see is the effect of adding a new service line, one that was only possible because of an earlier decision to subtract. Here are 3 ways inspired by the authors of When Subtraction Adds Value to help ensure your team considers subtraction when solving problems and making decisions. Keep the option of subtraction top of mind. Use prompts like less or more, or the new order of operations, subtract before adding. In a twist on appointing someone to play devil's advocate during meetings, appoint someone to be the chief deletion officer. This person's role is to look at the issue through the lens of subtraction and continually ask the question, how can we solve the problem or achieve our goal through subtraction? Finally, make subtraction part of your culture. Behavior that's rewarded is repeated, and repeated behavior eventually becomes ingrained as a cultural norm. Recognize and celebrate effective acts of deletion. My challenge to you, and to myself really, is what problem will you solve or what goal will you achieve in the next 30 days by subtracting rather than adding? What unnecessary, redundant, or time-wasting task will you drop from your team or your team's routine?